We are on the beautiful and brand new Disney Wish. And we've been invited on by our friends and partners at Touring Plans Travel as part of the Disney Dish on the Disney Wish group cruise. Disney Dish, fantastic Disney podcast. Be sure to check it out. We'll put links down below. On this 3-night cruise, we're going to check out the absolute latest and greatest that Disney Cruise Lines has to offer. It's been a while since we sailed Disney, but I'm a Disney person at heart and obviously a cruiser, so I'm really excited to check out the ship, the activities, the dining options, and go back to Castaway Cay, Disney's private island. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe, and enjoy. We just parked. There is the Disney Wish, and it is time to board. We're in line to check in, and it's divided into Castaway Club. Well, it's her loyalty program, but it's not too busy.
Nancy's waving to you, right? See the way? That's Nancy, yeah.
I should walk down there?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nancy.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Hi, welcome to the Disney Wish. Have a great sailing. Bon voyage.
Nancy just checked us in. She's excited. We're more excited because we're on vacation. Also, Nancy, I'm going to point this out, is a Legacy cast member. If you see somebody with a blue name tag, that means they are extra awesome. In an elite group. Thank you, Nancy. Let's sail. It's always exciting to step on board a brand new ship. Here we go. And when we pass through here, they'll announce our name. Well, they'll announce everyone's name.
Disney Wish, please welcome aboard the Meyer family.
We've just checked into our assembly station, and I actually made that more difficult than it needed to be because, you know, I'm logical looking on the back of my door, looking where to check in. Look in the app, it'll give you even directions to your assembly station, and then you actually use your camera in the app to scan the marker to show that you checked in. After muster, we came here to Triton's Lounge. I think that's what that says. Yeah, Triton's Lounge. Maybe it's backwards, depending on how I edit this. And we're checking in with the group, getting our group swag, and meeting with folks from the group. I think it's going to be food and sail away after this. The sailing has begun. You know how you make friends?
Yeah.
You make friends with champagne.
Yeah.
You make friends with champagne.
Yeah.
The best laid plans. So we're going to have a sail away party right about here. DCL does a really fun sail away party, I think, for everyone. I mean, there are characters, there's dancing, there's horns, it's fun. But some pretty heavy rain started, so we are actually going to head downstairs for sail away party. We'll see how that goes. We'll roll with it. I wanted to go to the sail away party, but I realized I haven't eaten for a while. So I came over here, deck 12, I think. 13? I don't know where I'm. 13. Plant-based sausage. And they have, check this out, barbecue hot sauce. Fantastic. I'm in my room, and I should be at dinner. Well, right now, actually. You know that expression, do as I say, not as I do? I always tell folks, make sure anything you need for the first day, including your clothes for dinner and such, are in a carry-on bag. And sometimes I follow that, sometimes I don't. Today, it's burning me. So we have a very early dinner, earlier than I usually have dinner, because we're here with a group and friends, which I'm excited about. You know, we're hanging out before sail away, missed sail away because it kind of got rained out and then took a while. Whatever, that's fine. I'm in my room. I don't have any clothes. I got kind of sweaty, so they're looking for my bag. I'm sure they'll find it somewhere. I've got a tracker in the bag. But that's not as helpful on a ship as it is on land. It's actually really helped me find my bag in a port more than once. In fact, I have an article one time about it. So I'm going to go by guest services. Everyone's looking for it. It happens. We'll start looking for an elevator going down. We'll see what happens. Well, the line for guest services being that it's Embarkation Day is significant. So, my phone hasn't gone off, like telling me I'm near it. Just gonna head to dinner, we'll see what happens. Here's the interesting part, like things happen, I'm pretty easygoing. The interesting part is with all this technology, and a lot of cruise lines have this flaw. I think Virgin is really, and maybe Princess are the only ones who do this right. I asked my stateroom attendant, I said, any way that you or guest services could notify me on my phone when the bag is found? And he said, sorry, no. That seems like room for improvement. But you know what? I'm going to find where I'm supposed to have dinner, enjoy that. I'm sure it'll work out. Maybe over here. I don't know where my luggage is, but my dinner is going to be here. Enjoying the art here. I think it's called Walt Disney 1928, something like that. Enjoying our meal and company in 1923. I think I said 28 before. I was thinking Mickey's birthday. Whatever. I gotta say, it's been a while since we sailed DCL, and one thing I remember is the food didn't always come out real hot. It was just a minor annoyance for me. Everything's coming out good, hot, having a nice meal. Just had a lovely dinner, and now this is an event with the Magical Pumpkin. I'm not exactly sure what that means, to be honest, but it's a pretty cool fixture that they've set up for the holidays here in the atrium, and a very popular event. I wanted to check out what was going on down in the atrium because it's the first time I'm on a Disney ship in a long time. It's exciting. I want to see the events. That's what sailing Disney is all about, right? But I had to come back to the room real quick because I don't know where it was hiding. My bag's here. I get to change clothes. Everyone will appreciate that, especially the nice folks that sat next to me at dinner despite this. I'm actually editing the video you're watching right now. Very meta, I know. There's a little bit more to the delayed luggage story, and it's something that I didn't even really understand until a couple of days after I got home. It's an interesting customer service thing, so make sure you watch to the end to hear about that. This is the Bayou, really cool venue. They just, I recorded here a minute ago, but it was probably too loud to hear me. They had some live music going, which is great. I love the look of this space, very cool. Right next to the Bayou, however, is the Hyperspace Lounge. Now, this is a spot that a lot of people have been paying a ton of attention to if you're a Star Wars person, and hey, probably some anger coming. I'm not. It's fine. But it is a cool space. Let's hit the button here. So on other DCL ships, you have Skyline Lounge, I think it's called, but they replaced it with this concept, and suddenly you are at space, in space. You know what I mean.
Ooh, you get extra. Ooh, Mickey Mouse.
Oh, you've done that before. You can really feel the show.
Drinks and a show. And what's this drink called?
Batu Inspired Sunset.
With Mickey ears.
That's fantastic.
It smells good.
I think I need one of these smokers. I don't know what I would do with it. Put it over my cereal? I like Hyperspace Lounge. It's a neat space, even as a non-Star Wars person. It's a very neat space, and every once in a while, you'll like hit warp speed, and while the room doesn't move, the sound effects are neat. It really feels like you are. So neat use of space. A lot of people said it's very crowded. We were able to walk right in. The drinks are a little sweet, but neat atmosphere. I still think I might prefer, personally, Skyline Lounge on the Dream and Fantasy. We ate really early. So after a couple drinks there, headed over to Pizza Pies and going to check that out.
East Coastline.
Pizza was pretty good. I'm going to check out Nightingale's. There's trivia going on over here. I'm not going to be that guy that shouts out the answers. It's been interesting walking around the ship. It is very, I don't want to say it's chopped up, but a lot of small venues, and it's kind of hard to get oriented, but we'll see how much exploring we can do tomorrow. Here in Nightingale Lounge, this is a drink called Sweet Nightingale. Look at that, that's pretty cool looking. I just heard a clock bell. Let's see what's going on over here. Whatever it was, we just missed something. It is almost time to turn in, but I realized that I've been on the ship and there's so much I haven't seen, including just the outside, except when it was raining. And I love ships at night, so I wanted to take a quick look over there. And then I thought, Well, I've not checked out Quiet Cove, the adult-only area, which on this ship is all the way aft, I think on deck 12 or 13. About to find out, so we'll look at that real quick. This is pretty chopped up. I'm right here. I want to get over here, but I have to go to the last elevator bank, or I have to walk outside. Well, we'll work it out. In my quest, I just found this area, the Rose. Looks to be a lounge. This is near some of the specialty restaurants, which are adult only. I'm having fun exploring, but this might be the most confusing ship I've ever been on. I had to come back outside. I don't know how much of this I'll leave in the final video. Getting to the Quiet Cove area, the adult-only area on the ship it's like almost like they made it intentionally tricky. It was a mission, but I found it. So this is Quiet Cove. It's dark, but that's an infinity pool. I've got some jacuzzis on each side, and this is the outdoor bar area. Really serene. I can't wait to come here during the day. And then you have Quiet Cove Cafe inside. It's closed right now, but it's just ahead and to the right. On past DCL sailings, I've spent a lot of time at Quiet Cove because it's an adult-only area. It's peaceful, and it might be a little smaller, maybe. I don't know. On this ship, it looks fantastic. These elevators are not ideal. A little narrow. The buttons, way too easy to push accidentally. First world problems, but kind of surprised. We're trying to go to sleep, but that is a very bright blue light on the thermostat. That's why I travel with electrical tape. We're just about to head to breakfast, exhausted in the morning, because we're not morning people. We're in this inside cabin. Glad we didn't walk out the door, call anyone to see if they're ready. It's 3 in the morning. It is the first morning of the cruise for the second time. We had an interesting morning. First, I'll tell you, we're just docking here in Nassau. I think we're still tying up, maybe. Independence of the Seas next to us. Looks like a lovely morning, actually. Heading to quick breakfast before a coffee meet with the group. We have an inside room on this sailing, and it's been a while since we had an inside room. And yeah, I honestly don't mind. Would I prefer a balcony or something? Oh, sure. But that's fine. The only problem is waking up, because there's no daylight, right? Well, that became a big problem this morning, because forgot to turn off automatic time zone shift. So our alarm clock went off, we got ready, we were exhausted. We got ready for breakfast, and then I realized it was actually 3 in the morning. Oops. Walking into Marceline Market. That's the buffet venue here on Disney Wish. I should probably talk about dining, because I don't think I mentioned this last night. So for the evenings, the dining on Disney Cruise Line is a little bit different. The complimentary dining rooms, like the main dining rooms, if you will, on Disney Cruise Line, they what's called rotational dining, where you change restaurants each night of the cruise, but your servers change with you. So you have the same servers, different restaurants. So the helpful folks that served us last night will actually see again tonight in a different restaurant. Right now, this is just kind of a normal buffet venue. Before we eat, wash our hands. Busy place this morning. They've got multiple stations. Some stuff is starting to repeat, so I'm just trying to figure out the best approach here. Beautiful views like that. It's really busy here. The layout is such that, I mean, it's actually pretty easy to find a place to sit, but bit of a maze. Anywho, got our food. Got some salmon, a muffin. Benedict, no meat. They were able to put that together for me. Tomato, potato, a quiche,
The quiche has meat in it. It's got sausage.
Ah, all right. Strike there. Off to a coffee meet. Gonna have some real coffee because Faye had like, coffee looked like soda, and that's never a good thing. Incidentally, this the reason it's called Marceline Market is because Marceline, is it Marceline, Missouri? I should know that. If I'm saying that wrong, I'll correct it down here. Is where Walt, he wasn't born there, but Walt Disney kind of, I think his family moved there when he was about 4 years old, and that's where he started really becoming interested in art and things like that. There are a lot of beautiful spaces on this ship. This is on deck 5. Behind us overlooks the atrium, but this is just a little coffee area, Enchanted Sword Cafe, and I'm gonna get some coffee. We made it to the coffee meet here overlooking the atrium. Thought it was a nice quiet place to meet, and then Mickey showed up, which is awesome, but you know, draws a little bit of a crowd. That's okay, just hanging out. Character meets going on down there as well. On the there's like stage in the atrium. Really beautiful atrium with a lot of. You've got that. There's this balcony up there. I think I'm trying to remember. Maybe it was Belle up there when we boarded. We're here on the Disney Wish, the brand new Disney Wish, having a fantastic time.
We are having a fantastic time. It's been great so far.
Listen, I'm on a ship. I'm here with friends, Disney people. Awesome. But we're about to do something really special. Because on December 2nd in Walt Disney World,
right?
Len's going to have a gingerbread event. You guys...
It's our second annual gingerbread house building event in the Magic Kingdom, where children win prizes and I try to cheat.
This doesn't sound much different than a lot of things you do.
it's a lot of. So
we're
a common theme across.
Gonna do like a little mini version right here on the Disney Wish.
Right. We thought we'd do a little bit. We'd take time out from our schedule today to do a little bit of practice. And my idea for this practice is a very quick 4-hour session that is a tribute to all kinds of Germany, including the traditional vault architecture of the German forest and also Oktoberfest. Again, shouldn't take more than 200.
You've got a minute.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
You know, I don't mind.
What's happening, Len?
So it's not as running.
He was cheating. He was cheating.
No. You guys are just dumb. That's all.
We've already taken a turn.
You got scissors. You got scissors.
No, there's no scissors. Coraline.
Stop, it's in the way.
Hey,
There's no cheating.
no, it's not cheating. It's just physics. Physics isn't cheating. Suckers.
Where are the robotic arms?
Yeah, where we go. We need a robotic arm.
You have 1 minute left.
No.
Okay, hang on.
No.
It was an industrial accident. I don't know what happened. Here we go.
You gotta put some candy on there. It doesn't count. I just assume you need more.
I'm willing to do the side that shows to the judges.
In the fine Disney tradition. Okay.
And
Oh!
Hold on.
And done! And we're done! Okay, the winner is a tie.
Hold on.
Nathan and Lorelai for sure. First place. Jim with a very respectable second with Snoopy's Doghouse. Len, this is just not your thing. Give us a cheese. Look. It's so great.
I think I should hug the children by the head right now.
We're taking a quick break here in Quiet Cove Cafe. So the Quiet Cove area, there's this inside little coffee shop area, and then there's a space outside with an infinity pool and some hot tubs. And this is an adult-only area that is really just a lovely place if you want to get away from the families for a little while and Disney cruise. We'll show you outside as well because it's really quite beautiful. It's mostly a coffee shop, but there's a full bar here and then another one outside.
very good at this game. That's it. Okay, good.
Decided we'd stop and sample just a few of the coffee drinks here before going to the next event. Love the glassware on this ship. We're stopping by to check out Incredi Games. This is a sort of an inflatable obstacle course. We'll see if there's anyone that we know partaking today. That looks like Len Testa before the accident. Where am I? Why is that part so hard? That was a lot of fun. I didn't go in expecting that we would, sorry, trying to figure out where to walk. I didn't go in expecting to enjoy that as much, but it was a lot of fun. It was fun to watch other folks do the course there. The whole room reminds me a lot of the Seaplex on Quantum Class Royal Caribbean ships, because you have two stories, you have a big multi-use sports court sort of thing, and then games, table tennis, stuff like that on the periphery. But good use of space. I enjoyed it. Now it's time to get some lunch. Some of you may know this, some of you may not. I am a Disney person at heart, so I love this kind of stuff, these little details, even in the elevator. We decided for lunch to come back to where we had dinner last night, 1923 Walt Disney. I love this room. There's so much cool Disney art, like Disney animation art, and other little trinkets around. Beautiful space, and it's got a very elegant feel, kind of a, well, 1920s theme. I mean, even love the ocean liner look on the lunch menu here. Very cool. So gonna have hopefully a nice meal, and then it's time to go to the podcast recording, the Disney Dish on the Disney Wish podcast recording.
Welcome back to another Bandcamp exclusive edition of the Disney Dish podcast with Jim Hill. It's me, Len Testa, and we're coming to you from aboard the beautiful new cruise ship, the Disney Wish, for our first ever Disney Dish on the Disney Wish cruise. On the show today, woo!
If we look up here in the corner where you can see Rivers of America, you can see the rough outline of a treehouse on what's supposed to be called Treasure Island. And, you know, at that point, Treasure Island, in a weird, equally weird bit of the story, was going to be home to the Mickey Mouse Club. When Disneyland first opened, it had not a New Orleans Square, it had New Orleans Street. The Chicken Plantation Restaurant?
Chicken Plantation Restaurant.
Okay.
I might have a photo of that.
Well, there we go. And so it was one of these things where it's like, well, pirates really aren't that special in Florida, so we should probably do something different. And the idea that they decided to do, because, you know, the notion was Walt Disney World was going to open in October of '71, and phase one of the park was going to be completed 5 years later, which was 1976, which was going to be the American Bicentennial. Right. So the thinking was, let's do a ride that celebrates, you know, the American West. So what you're looking at here is Thunder Mesa. And that's the other thing. What was fascinating is that initially when it opened in 2007, we got Davy Jones.
But also, and you guys don't have to raise your hands there, as you were going through this little smoke screen, didn't everyone inhale? It's for Jim, this is Len. We'll see you around the ship.
That was really fun. Got to kind of nerd out watching listening to one of my favorite podcasts live, watching both. And ended up with quite a few folks that weren't even in the group that came by to listen to a lot of the fun stuff that was discussed. Make sure you check out the episode. I will put links below. It is Pirate Night, which is so there's a bunch of pirate character meets and things like that, and some folks dressed up. I'm personally dressed like a guy that one time failed to properly pay for a software license. Walking to Dinner. It's a great name. Tangled Salon. Let's see. I think we're going to the World of Marvel restaurant, which I've not been to yet. I don't know how to get there. Let's find out. I didn't even have a chance to intro this yet. We are in the Avengers themed restaurant here. And there are screens all over the place. Apparently there's going to be some kind of show. I think they said with Ant-Man and the Wasp, and that sounds weird because, you know, you generally don't want bugs in a restaurant. This they told us not to touch until we're instructed. So I'm going to touch it. So we'll see what's going on there. Menu, interesting theme to the menu, but a lot of good options tonight. So let's get eating.
I'm Scott Lang, but you might know me as Ant-Man.
And I am Hope Van Dyne, the Wasp. These are quantum cores, cutting-edge technology that for the first time allows us to specifically target our PIM particles to shrink or grow just about anything.
I want to shrink this suitcase and the Swan to make it easier to take home. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, activate! Pretty sweet, right? Oh, what is that?
That is your towel, Swan.
Quantum cores are online.
Remember, no grubby hands on the quantum cores. Lots of crumbs on your tables.
Now we're going to see if they can re-shrink the Swan.
3, 2, 1. That didn't work. Friday? Bring up one of the ant cans.
On it.
What just happened?
Were you playing with the regulator again?
Yeah, you want to be thorough whenever you're at a new restaurant and just try a little bit of everything. This is just one course, but I think we can finish it.
I love this show though. Like
Dinner time as we enjoy the show.
This is before WandaVision. So.
Oh.
We have to work on your focus. You're an Avenger now. Hit your buttons now! We did it! We did it!
I'm here.
I can't believe you missed it.
It's over already?
I just took down this giant robot.
Woo! You were amazing. And you have the cutest ponytail.
All right, this is really neat. We just had dinner, had a lovely dinner, neat show element to it. And now we're here at Hook's Barbery. And yes, it's a barber shop. It has what you'd expect in a barber shop. There's someone in there getting about to get a haircut or part of a shave. But check this out through the window. There is an old-fashioned bar. So a whole bunch of whiskeys and different elixirs, or different syrups rather, to make old fashions. Pretty cool, neat touch, and something that's very easy to miss here on Disney Wish. And that's maybe one of the themes, is that if you're on this ship for a 3-night cruise, there are a lot of things that you might miss. In fact, as I walk through here, there's food there. See? Still learning. Earlier today, Larissa, you got to enjoy a guided tour of Disney Wish, which is great because on a 3-night cruise, it's tricky to see it all and, you know, want to see it all and learn about it all. What are a couple of the highlights, a couple of your favorite things that you learned from this guided tour?
There were a lot of interesting things, but there are two things that are just, I would not have otherwise noticed if I hadn't been on the ship tour, or at least not known what it was actually about. And incidentally, there are two things that you have to kind of look up to see, like look at the ceiling to see. So one of them is, we were at the pub earlier, and what I didn't realize, it kind of looks like a chart room, and there's a map that is on the ceiling. I hadn't noticed it until we went on the tour, and the tour guide pointed it out. So it's a world map, and not only is it that there's a map on the ceiling, but also the characters from different Disney films will appear, and they'll be located in the places where the story actually took place on the globe. So one example is like the Finding Nemo characters. You can see them kind of near Australia in the ocean, and they put, you know, different characters all around the ceiling.
Pretty cool. I was in
Really
there,
cool.
didn't even look up. Didn't
I know.
notice. Now I got to go back.
We were both, yeah, and it was pretty cool to, like, I would not have noticed that in a 3-night cruise
Very
if
cool.
somebody hadn't pointed
What
it
was
out.
the other one?
The other one is Nightingales. So Nightingales is the piano bar. I couldn't quite recall what the name came from, but it's from Cinderella. I guess it's a song that Cinderella sings. Once she pointed it out, I remembered it. What's really cool is that they have this beautiful chandelier that kind of changes the room, the atmosphere at night. And it's got these orbs, and then around it, there's some musical notes, which I saw the lit up orbs. I didn't notice the musical notes. The musical notes are actually the music for Nightingale. So for the song Nightingale, if you were to like read it and play it on a piano, it would be that song.
If you,
So-
if you bring along your own accordion.
You can't, because Disney doesn't allow musical instruments on board.
As
As we recently found out. Yeah. So-
Awesome. Now I want to go on the tour.
Yeah. I can give you the tour tomorrow. I know everything now.
So I think next we're going to a show. I'm just checking out what's on the schedule here for Triton's Lounge. I like that they have the schedules right outside. It's pretty handy. But we need to find the theater, and I'm already turned around on this ship. Walking to the theater, this is one of the interactive photos, if you will. It's pretty neat. Use your phone though, whereas you used to use the cards on Midship Detective Agency. I remember that from the Dream class ships. This ship is full of distractions. We're just trying to get to the theater, and we keep seeing things. You know, oh, there's the Barber Shop, the bar in there with old fashions, or you know, seeing people play the interactive painting thing. But we really are going to go to the Walt Disney Theater now.
If we don't get sidetracked again.
Yeah, no guarantees.
No guarantees.
Oh, watch, all of a sudden Len shows up holding a bucket of champagne.
And it's like, follow me, you know, and then we might not make it.
Here we are. Now we are going to walk into the Walt Disney Theater for real this time.
It's official.
And let's see. Disney's Little Mermaid. That's what we're checking out this evening. I actually haven't stepped foot in the theater yet.
Hello, enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Hey man,
We've got great seats. We got seats about 12 minutes before the show, I guess, 13 minutes before the show. But it is filling up in here now. And ready to watch the show, but cameras off during the show. That's a wrap on the first of 2 videos sharing the highlights from our fun on the Disney Dish on the Disney Wish group cruise. It turns out a packed schedule on a 3-night cruise on a brand new ship results in a lot to share. So click here to check out part 2, where we enjoy the biggest fireworks display at sea, I don a wool jacket on the beach at Castaway Cay, Disney's private island, and we experience upscale adult-only dining on this family cruise line. Let us know what you think in the comments below and reach out with any questions. You can find relevant links to things we mentioned in the description box. Thanks for watching.